Welcome back, guys. So, I think we have spent a lot of time on GCD, and this is the last problem that we'll do, and after that, we'll move on to prime numbers. Okay, we have got even more topics that are remaining, so we have to be quick. So, so this is the last question on GCD. This says that let mn be the natural numbers. Okay, mn belongs to natural number. Okay, and it says that m plus n, this whole equation, we have been given this whole equation and we have to find the maximum value of mn. Okay, first and foremost, whenever you have the GCD and LCM question, I have told you again and again that you have to assume or let GCD of mn is equal to, let's say, p. Okay, then you know that a is equal to p of x. Okay, and b, sorry, it's not a, it's m is equal to p of x and n is equal to p of y. Okay, but the important thing that here is GCD of x and y must be 1. Okay, if they both aren't co-prime, that means like this is not a greatest common factor. If this is greatest common factor, therefore these must not have any common factor with themselves. Okay, so this is the important thing. You always have to do this very thing, try this thing first whenever you have GCD and LCM question. Okay, so LCM then would be, by definition, it would be pxy. Okay, so we have got these four things with us. Now let's apply these to the question. M is equal to this and n is equal to py, and we have got LCM is equal to this, right? And we do know that GCD of xy is equal to this. So what the equation in the question that we have been given is m plus 3n minus 5 is equal to what? M plus 3n minus 5 is equal to 2 LCM of mpn, 2 LCM of mn minus 11 GCD of mn, 11 GCD of mn, right? So plug in the value of m. The value of m we know is px. So okay, this is px, this is 3py, this is minus 5, this is 2. LCM is equal to pxy. Okay, this is 11 and GCD is equal to p. Okay, bring everything on one side and then you are left with px plus 3py minus 2 pxy minus 11 or plus 11p, and then you will get something like 5, right? So this p is annoying, so let me factor p for a second. If I factor it out, I'm left with x plus 3y minus 2xy and then plus 11, right? And this is 5. Now this is positive. Okay, these are two factors and this p is positive, therefore it must be, so the only two possible cases here for, like, this is a product of two numbers and we know that 5 is a prime number. Its only factors are 5 into 1. It could only be written as 5 into 1 or 1 into 5. We are not doing the minus case because we know that p is plus, so one number we have to maintain this as positive and also this as positive. Therefore the only possible cases here are 5 into 1 and 1 into 5. So case 1 is, let's say p is equal to 5. Okay, and x plus 3y minus 2xy plus 11 is equal to 1, right? Let's look at this x plus 3y minus 2 and let's see what does it evaluate to. Okay, so I can write it as x plus 3y minus 2xy plus 10, right? This would equal to 0. Okay, and now I can multiply with 2. Try to factor it out, see where do you get. So you have to multiply with 2. Okay, 2x plus 6y minus 4xy plus 20 is equal to 0. Okay, and then bring this here, minus 4xy plus 6y plus 20. Okay, so if I take 2x common, I am left with 1 minus 2y, right? Now I have to make here 1 minus 2y as well. Okay, so if I do, let's say I can make 2y. If I take 3 common here, then this would be 2y. Okay, but I want minus 2y. So if I take minus 3 common, then I can make this as minus 2y. Okay, which is similar to this one. We gotta bring 1 as well. Okay, so we need 1 here, which means if I write this above thing is like minus 3 plus 6y. Since you have subtracted, you have to add as well. Plus 3 plus 20 is equal to 0. Now if you 2x 1 minus 2y, it would be as it is. If you take minus 3 common, you know that it would be minus 1 minus 2y, and then this would be plus 23. See, so you got it correct. Now 2x minus 3 and 1 minus 2y. 2x minus 3 and 1 minus 2x minus 3 1 minus 2y is equal to minus 23. Okay, minus 23. So let's take minus 1 common, like remove this minus, so multiply here, you get 2y minus 1. Okay, we just change the order of this, and then we will get 23, right? Because if you take minus 1 common, you will get minus 1 plus 2y, which is same as 2y minus 1, right? Okay, so yeah, we have got these two factors, and we do know that this is a prime number. Okay, so the only two cases it could be like either 2x minus 1, either 2x minus 3 is equal to 23. Okay, and either 2y minus 1 is equal to 23. So there could be only two cases, which means 2y minus 1 here would be like 2y minus 1 here would be no, what am I doing? If 2x minus 3 here is equal to 23, right, then like 2y minus 1 has to be 1. Okay, because we can write it like such. Okay, or in the other way, it could be like 2x minus 3 could be 1, and 2y minus 1 would be 23, right? My pen stops working at the right moment when I'm in complete flow. Okay, so yeah, 2y minus 1 is equal to 23. So from here I'll get the value. From here I'll get x is equal to 26 over 2, which would be like 13, right? And from here I'll get the value of y as y is equal to 1, right? Y is equal to 2 over 2, which is 1. Okay, so the value of x is equal, we got x is equal to 13 and y is equal to 1, right? Okay, so look, I told you earlier, I told you that GCD of x and y must be 1, and look at it, GCD of x and y is 1. There is no other than common, they both are co-prime. Therefore the value of m is then px. Okay, and we said that p is equal to 5. Okay, here this is case 1, and p is equal to 5, right? So 5, x is equal to 13. 5 13s it's 65. Okay, and the value of n is equal to py. Okay, p is equal to 5, y is equal to 1, which means n is equal to 5. Okay, therefore m plus n here is equal to 70. Okay, this is what we get. Now let's look here, 2x minus 3. From here I'll get something like, I'll get x as 4 over 2, which would be 2, and from here I'll get y as 24 over 2, which is 12. Okay, so x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 12. But I told you that GCD of x and y must equal to 1. Okay, but it is equal to 2. it is not equal to 1, therefore they are not co-prime, therefore reject this case. Because we had that GCD of xy must be 1, but here GCD of xy is not equal to 1, they both have 2 in common, okay, therefore we reject this case right away. I hope you guys got this, okay. Okay, so we have got this. Now let's move on to case 2. Case 2 is something like if x plus 3y, now p is equal to 1, okay, and x plus 3y minus 2xy plus 11 is equal to what? 11 is equal to 5, minus 2x plus 11 is equal to, minus 2xy plus 11 is equal to 5. So this is what it is now. Okay, so we can write it as x plus 3y minus we can make a, like, let's bring it here, and like x plus 3y minus 2xy plus, this would be something like 6 is equal to 0, okay. Multiply with 2 again, 2x plus 6y minus 4xy plus 6 is equal to 0. Bring this here, 2x minus 4xy plus 6y plus 6 is equal to 0. If you take 2x common, you will be left with 1 minus 2y, okay. So like from here you have to add minus 3, okay, then this would be plus 6, and you again have to add 3, since you subtracted 3, you have to add 3 as well, remember this, okay. So yeah, 2x 1 minus 2y, and then minus 3 common, you get 1 minus 2y, and then plus 9, okay. Then you will get 2x minus 3 and 1 minus 2y. I hope I am not making mistake here. Minus 9, okay. Take this common and you are left with 2x minus 3, 2y minus 1, this is equal to 9. I hope I didn't make any mistake, did I? 5, yeah, it's 6, and then yeah, it's simply, yeah, I'm going correct. I didn't multiply here with 12. I knew that I'm making mistake. 12, so this would be something like 12, and this would be something like 15, and this would be something like minus 15, and then you again take common and you are left with 15. So 15 is equal to 1. So there will be two cases again. So case 1 is 2x minus 3 is equal to 15, and case 2 is 2x minus 3 is equal to 1. If 2x minus 3 is equal to 15, that means x is equal to 18 over 2, okay, which means 9, okay. Then therefore 2y minus 1 has to be, no, I can actually make even more factors, man. Like I can make 15 as 15 1, okay. I can make 115, okay, and I can make 315 3 5, and I can make 5 3, right? So there would be 4 cases. So case 1 is, case 1 is 15 into 1, okay. This is subcase of case 2. So if I say 2x minus 3 is equal to 15, that would give me something like x is equal to 18 over 2, which is equal to 9, and then 2y minus 1 has to be, like, I am doing this case, 2y minus 1 has to be 1, okay, which means 2y is equal to be 2 over y is equal to something like 1, okay. Yeah, so the x is equal to 9 and y is equal to 1. Their GCD is GCD of xy is equal to 1. It works, okay, this works. So yeah, m is equal to px. In case 2 p is equal to 1, okay. So p is equal to 1, x is equal to 9, therefore m is equal to 9, and n is equal to p is equal to 1, y is equal to 1, and it is equal to 1. M plus n therefore would be 10. Okay, I want you to try other cases. Like case 2 would be 115. I want you to try it and you will get it failed. It will fail. Okay, try 3/5, it will fail as well, and 5/3, it will fail as well. I want you to try, give it a try, and these cases will fail as well. So the only cases that succeeded was m plus n is equal to 10, and we get m plus n is equal to 70, and it asks the maximum possible value of m plus n. The maximum value is m plus 1, therefore max value is 70. Okay, because 10 is the minimum possible value. So yeah, this was the question. Now tomorrow we will move on to prime number.